as we go to our first pair here in the semifinals. It's going to be Joe Blattler and Andy Reynolds. Andy Reynolds here in the near lane.
Blattler was your #1 qualifier, but his performance really fell off in round #1. You heard him say we need to step it up. Let's see if they can.
And he's in trouble early there. It'll go to Andy Reynolds, 561, 213. That thing has been pretty consistent, and now he's stringing it together with some good lights.
We'll watch it again on the slow-motion instant replay. Blattler, after a spectacular run in qualifying, just never really found the sweet spot here on race day. He got away with it in round #1, but not in round 2. Andy Reynolds, all the way from South Carolina, for the final round at Firebird.
One more look at it here. Andy Reynolds' boat up. Takes a nice early set there once that left front spot's in. Gets settled down, away he goes, of course, on the right side. Joe Blattler's boat really moving around there at the start. Slung the blower belt off of it, and his day was done.
Andy, I tell you what, man, you got momentum on your side. You're going all the way to the final round.
Yeah, there's the tough guys over there, the big dogs on the park, but we'll see what we can do.
I think when you came here, you wanted to run against the big dogs.
That's why we came out here. We won this deal in 2000. Hadn't had much success since then, but we're going to try to do it in 2008.
What's the secret going to be to?
Just be consistent. To be keep the same tune up, be consistent on the light, and hope we'll go to A to B and be the winner.
Pretty decent reaction time in that last one as well. Coming up, we'll have the other half of the semifinals. Stay with us. We're back here with the 2008 Firebird Raceway World Finals with the Lucas Oil IBHA Drag Boat Racing Series. The fans are out here enjoying the warm weather, and we're enjoying the great side-by-side racing. This will be the other half of the semifinals.
Andy Reynolds awaits the winner between Mike Fry and Kent Price. Now, Kent wrapped up the championship in round #1, so that pressure's off. All he's got to do now is win today.
Kent Price, the good news is you got back-to-back championships. The bad news is looks like a key component is missing from your boat.
Yeah, we had a pretty rough pass there. We had a regulator go bad on us. We thrashed a clutch pack, transmission, and busted our frame rail. So we're going to have to really scramble to get our back together.
You know, and it's not like a run that you have to go make, but the World Finals, having that title on top of everything is just so crucial.
Yeah, as you guys know, this is the Super Bowl of drag boat racing, so you want to come here and you want to win this thing. There's no doubt about it that this is it.
I think every race for you is like the Super Bowl, man. Anytime you're inside the capsule, man, it's 100%.
Yeah, we give it all, and I tell you what, all the credit really goes to the crew. They have just done a fantastic job. Without them, there would be no Black Dragon Racing.
That regulator he's talking about is an air pressure regulator. It controls when the boat shifts and the fuel system for the motor. When that goes bad, it'll do a lot of damage. I believe it's fixed.
Definitely back on his game right there. That's what it's all about. 566, 201. And he and Fry have been racing hard all year long. Both of them have had a very fast boat.
We've got a midget cameraman riding on board. Hold on! I'm glad that's not my job.
He never bobbled once, that guy. All right, let's take another look right here. On the near side, of course, Kent Price just up and out at him early. On the far side, again, you see that boat prop walk, and it never really took a set. And finally, Mike Fry decided to check up just a little bit and save it for another day.
Kent Price, another win going into the final round, but you got to deal with that Carolina connection, man. Andy says he came here to run with the biggest dog in the land. That just happens to be you.
And he can run, too. So we're going to have to be prepared. We got to get the boat back and get the crew on it again because we're still a little off. We're kind of banging the ship a little bit, so we'll see what we can do with it.
We'll take a look at this run one more time. The boat on the right side of your screen, that is Mike Fry. He went to the finals here at the season opener, but as you can see, the start of that race was not what he was hoping for. It prop walk, just got a little too much bite, started to hop. It just was not the run he was looking for. We had a chance to talk to him.
Mike Fry, when you line up against Kent Price, two-time top alcohol hydro champion, that's a tall order. When the boat's walking down the racing lanes, that's double trouble.
Yeah, and it takes a lot to get out of it, but it's the smartest thing to do. You know, just live to race another day and, you know, just take it in stride. You know, we've all been working really hard on the, you know, both sides of the ladder with us, and we've each had our problems today, and apparently mine was at the end of the day.
What happened?
Well, we changed some things and just started walking. It started hopping, so before I shift it, you know, it's like if you shift it when it hops, you can crash it. So I decided to get out of it, and that was the toughest thing to do because I really wanted it.
You say you ended up breaking a shaft, right?
We broke a shaft the last run, and we were scrambling the last minute to get another one, and we threw one in that was marginal, that I really didn't even want to do, and that's kind of breaking the little code of ethics there. So,
well, you know, like you said, live to race another day. You got 2009, beautiful weather. Just think of it as a vacation, an expensive one.
yeah, and the wife don't get any roses either.
Or a new pair of shoes. The Top Alcohol Hydro Finals are coming up next. Stay with us. It's time for the final round of Top Alcohol Hydro. Kent Price coming from Kansas. On the other side, Andy Reynolds from South Carolina. Both guys had to show up in Phoenix, Arizona to get here to race for the big money.
Hey, so we're on the in-ramp here, man. Final round, Top Alcohol Hydro. Andy, you said you wanted to come and run with the biggest, baddest dogs in the universe, and you got it. You got Kent Price.
Yeah, we got him on the chain, so we'll see if we can hang on to him.
I noticed coming up here, you were doing a little primping, working a little gel in the hair. Want to look good on TV.
I don't know about that, but try not to look like too much of a bum.
A little bit of a Carolina swagger.
That's right.
You want to say anything to anybody at home right now?
Just want to thank everybody back home in the Carolinas that put a lot of time, money, and effort in this deal back in Michigan. Thanks to Bob and Marge Ginch for paying the bills, Tom and Kathy Kalman, Carolina's Performance Marine, Doc Masters, Keller Williams Realty. So make it happen.
Any messages for Kent Price?
Good, safe racing. Let's have fun.
Kent Price, back-to-back championships, one more run left in 2008. It's been an expensive day. 4 transmissions?
4 transmissions and 4 clutch packs and broken frame rails. So we got her all back together. We don't know how she's going to do, but we're going to give her our best shot.
Got to tell you, man, Andy and the Carolina contingent, they say, man, they can't wait to run against you. They just want a safe run, but they came to run the best.
And I tell you what, they're very experienced. They know what they're doing, and Andy's a great driver. So it's going to be a good drag boat race.
Andy Reynolds might even be the favorite coming in here. In the first round, he was 100th of a second quicker than Kent Price. In the second round, he was 500ths better. See the countdown at dusk, a good green light start, and a tremendous race to close out the day, and Kent Price just does hang on.
All about reaction times here. Kent Price getting it done as he runs a 5:57 and a much better reaction time because the ETs were almost identical.
5:57 to a 5:58 elapsed time. 211 miles an hour to 213 at dusk in HD on Firebird Lake. That's spectacular, especially if you're the champ.
I'll tell you what, it doesn't get much better than that, man. 1/1000th of a second between the two of you guys. You got everything you wanted here tonight.
Everything but the Wally, but hey, we had a good, safe weekend. Everybody's safe, so that's the main thing about it.
You know, you get to go back to Carolina and go, man, hey, I went all the way to the final round. I went against the biggest, baddest guy on the water, man, and he was right there.
He was right there for the taking. It's just I got burned out here in 2003 when it got dark and the Christmas tree lights shine up a little quicker and you react to it a little bit quicker. So trying to just time it a little bit slow so I wouldn't red light against him, but just a little bit too late.
This drag boat version of, man, you should have seen the big one that got away.
That's right. Should have seen it in color like the song says, right?
One more time here, we'll take a look at our super clean super shot, and Andy Reynolds there on the left-hand side, but it's the champ on the right-hand side who overcame adversity and brought home the win here at the World Finals along with a championship.
You know, we like to break tradition here at the IHBA. 3rd time's not the charm. 4th time's the charm for Kent Price. 4 transmissions, and it was what you needed to do to get through today.
Yeah, it was. That was a lot of fun. You know, the fans got to appreciate that because that was a heck of a drag boat race.
1/1000th of a second.
Yeah, I could see him over the side, and I saw him right there, so I had no idea who won. I knew it was going to be a good one, and it was.
You know what? At the beginning of the year, you're coming back. You got the target on your back because you're the defending champion. You get the championship and you get the Wally in 2008.
It just doesn't get any better than that. And I couldn't be more proud of my crew because there's no way we'd have made it today without those guys. They Thrash and Ronnie and Danny and Gene and Brian. They just worked their butts to the bone.
What about a three-peat 2009?
We'll see what happens. You never want to say anything, but we'll see if we can make it a shootout.